Hello, my dear friends. What a joy it is to have you here with us today on Slow English Learning. My name is Sarah, and I'm so grateful you've decided to spend this time learning English with us in a way that feels natural, comfortable, and encouraging. Today's episode is something really special and different from what we usually do. We're going to practice English by actually thinking in English, which means we're going to work on developing the skill of forming thoughts and ideas directly in English, instead of translating from your native language in your head first. This is one of the most important skills for becoming fluent in English, because when you can think in English, speaking becomes faster, easier, and more natural, and you don't have to spend time translating every word before you say it. John and I will guide you through some simple thinking exercises, ask you questions that make you pause and think, and show you how to build this incredibly valuable skill, step by step. So relax, get comfortable, and let's practice thinking in English together.
Hello everyone, this is John, and I'm really excited about today's topic.
John, hi. I'm so glad you're here. This is going to be such an interesting episode.
I think so too. Learning to think in English is so powerful.
It really is. It's a game changer for learners.
Absolutely. But first, before we explain what thinking in English means, should we encourage our listeners?
Yes, that's always important. Dear friends, I want to tell you something right now.
Please do.
Learning English is not just about memorizing words and grammar rules.
That's true.
It's about training your brain to work in a new language.
Exactly.
And yes, at first it feels difficult and strange.
Your brain wants to think in your native language.
Yes, that's natural and normal.
Every language learner experiences this.
But with practice, your brain will start thinking in English automatically.
It happens gradually.
And today, we're going to help you start that process.
Yes, and remember, you will make mistakes.
Lots of mistakes.
And that's perfect.
Mistakes mean you're trying,
They mean you're learning.
so don't be afraid of mistakes.
Don't be shy
Just practice with us today.
and see how your thinking changes.
Beautiful. Now, let's explain what we mean by thinking in English. John, can you explain this?
Sure, let me give an example first.
Good idea.
Imagine you want to say, I'm hungry in English.
Okay,
If you think in your native language first, what happens?
you think of the words in your language,
Then you translate them to English in your head.
then you speak in English.
Exactly. That's a 3-step process.
It takes time.
Yes, but when you think in English, what happens?
You immediately think, I'm hungry in English.
No translation step.
Just direct English thinking.
Exactly. From thought to English speech directly.
That's so much faster.
And more natural.
So how do we develop this skill?
That's what we'll practice today.
Excellent. Now, let's start with simple thinking exercises. John, what's the first exercise?
The first exercise is called Name What You See.
Tell us how it works.
Okay, look around the room you're in right now.
Listeners, pause and look around.
Do you see a chair? In your mind, say chair.
Not the word in your language, the English word chair.
Do you see a table? Think table.
A window, think window.
A phone? Think phone.
Just name objects in English.
Without translating.
This trains your brain to connect objects with English words directly.
Exactly. How long should they practice this?
Try it for 2 minutes.
Just 2 minutes of looking around and naming things in English.
This is such a simple but powerful exercise.
Very powerful. Now let's do the second exercise.
What's the second exercise?
The second exercise is describe your actions.
This sounds interesting.
Yes, here's how it works.
Tell us.
As you do daily activities, describe them in English in your mind.
Can you give examples?
Sure. When you wake up in the morning, think I'm waking up.
When you drink water, think I'm drinking water.
When you walk, think I'm walking.
When you sit down, think I'm sitting down.
You're narrating your life in English.
Like a sports commentator.
Haha, exactly.
This is fun
And very effective.
because you're constantly using English in real situations,
Yes, your brain starts associating actions with English words.
not with translated words.
Exactly. Now let's move to the third exercise.
What's the third exercise? The third exercise is simple self-questions.
Ooh, I like this one.
Me too. Here's how it works.
Go ahead.
Throughout your day, ask yourself simple questions in English.
What kind of questions?
Questions like, am I hungry? What time is it? Do I need to buy milk?
Basic daily questions?
Yes, and answer them in English too.
Can you demonstrate?
Sure. In your mind, ask, am I tired? Then answer, yes, I'm tired, or no, I'm not tired.
All in English.
All in English.
Not translating.
Exactly. This builds question and answer thinking.
Very useful for conversations.
Yes. Now let's practice this together. Listeners, I'm going to ask you some simple questions.
And we want you to think of the answer in English.
Don't translate, just think in English.
Ready?
First question, are you sitting or standing right now?
Think of your answer. Don't say it out loud yet, just think about it.
Did you think I'm sitting or I'm standing?
Good. Second question, what color is your shirt today?
Think about it. Form the sentence in your mind in English.
Did you think my shirt is blue or whatever color?
Perfect. Third question, do you feel happy right now?
Think, yes, I feel happy, or no, I don't feel happy.
Excellent. You're thinking in English.
This is the skill we're building.
Yes! Now let's do something more challenging.
What's that?
Let's practice thinking in complete sentences.
Good idea. How do we do this?
We're going to give situations and you form thoughts in English.
This is more advanced thinking practice.
Yes, but still simple.
Okay, let's try. First situation.
Imagine you're hungry and you want pizza.
What do you think in English?
Pause and form the thought.
You might think, I want pizza, or I'm hungry, I want to eat pizza.
That's thinking in English.
Good. Second situation.
Imagine tomorrow is Sunday and you're planning to relax.
What do you think?
Pause and think in English.
Maybe tomorrow is Sunday, I will relax.
Or I don't have work tomorrow, I'm happy.
Perfect. Third situation.
Imagine you see a beautiful sunset.
What do you think?
Form the thoughts in English.
Maybe the sunset is beautiful.
Or I love this sunset. The colors are amazing.
Wonderful. You see, this is thinking in English.
Not translating from your language.
Just direct English thoughts.
Now, let's discuss why this is so important. John, why is thinking in English crucial?
Great question. There are many reasons.
Tell us.
First, it makes speaking much faster.
Because you skipped the translation step
Exactly. Translation takes time.
and makes conversations slow and difficult.
Yes. But when you think in English, words come naturally.
What's the second reason?
Second, it helps with fluency.
What's fluency?
Fluency means speaking smoothly without many pauses.
So thinking in English makes you more fluent?
Yes, because you're not stopping to translate.
What's the third reason?
Third, it improves pronunciation.
Really? How?
When you think in English, you hear English sounds in your mind.
Oh, so you're practicing pronunciation mentally.
Exactly.
That's fascinating.
What's the fourth reason?
Fourth, it makes English feel more natural.
Like a second language, not a foreign language?
Yes, it becomes part of how you think.
Not just a school subject.
Exactly. These are all powerful reasons.
Very powerful. Now let's discuss common challenges.
Yes, what challenges do people face when trying to think in English?
The first challenge is vocabulary.
Not knowing enough words.
Exactly. If you don't know a word, you can't think it in English.
So what should people do?
Learn words in context.
What does that mean?
Don't just memorize word lists.
Learn words and sentences.
Yes, and learn words you'll actually use.
Practical daily words.
Exactly. What's the second challenge?
The second challenge is habit.
What do you mean?
Your brain is used to thinking in your native language.
That's a lifelong habit.
Yes, so thinking in English feels unnatural at first.
How do you break this habit?
Practice consistently.
Every day?
Yes, even 5 minutes a day.
Consistency is key.
Absolutely. What's the third challenge?
The third challenge is confidence.
Some people feel silly thinking in another language,
Yes, they think this is strange or I'm doing it wrong.
but there's no wrong way to think.
Exactly. Your thoughts are private.
Nobody can judge your thinking.
So just practice without worry.
Perfect. Now let's give more thinking exercises. Ready?
Ready?
Exercise number 4. Plan your day in English.
What does this mean?
Every morning, think about your day in English.
What will you do today?
Yes, you might think, today I will go to work, I will have lunch at noon, I will call my friend.
All in English.
Exactly. This helps you prepare for your day and practice English.
2 benefits.
Yes. Exercise number 5. Count in English.
This is simple but effective.
Yes, when you count things, count in English.
Count stairs as you walk up.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Count money in English.
$5, $10.
Count anything?
Exercise, time, objects.
This makes English automatic.
Exactly. Exercise number 6. Tell yourself what you need.
Explain this.
When you need something, form the thought in English.
Like what?
If you're thirsty, think, I need water.
If you're cold, think I need a jacket.
If you're bored, think, I need something to do.
All needs expressed in English.
Yes, this is practical thinking practice.
Very practical. Now let's do a thinking challenge together.
Ooh, a challenge. I love it.
Me too. Here's the challenge.
Tell us.
I'm going to describe a situation in detail.
Okay,
And listeners should create a complete thought in English.
like a story in their minds?
Exactly. Ready for the situation?
Ready.
Here it is. You wake up, you look at your phone, you see a message from your best friend. The friend invites you to dinner tomorrow. You're happy and excited.
Now, listeners, think about this in English.
Form sentences in your mind.
What are you thinking?
Maybe, my friend invited me to dinner. That's great. I'm excited. I will go.
Or, I'm happy. I want to see my friend. Dinner will be fun.
Perfect. Both are thinking in English?
Not perfect grammar, but clear thoughts.
Exactly. Communication is the goal.
Not perfection.
Let's do another challenge.
Yes, I'll give this one.
Go ahead.
Here's the situation. You're at a store. You want to buy a new phone. You see a phone you like, but it's expensive. You're not sure if you should buy it.
Okay, listeners, think about this in English.
What's going through your mind?
You might think, this phone is nice, but it's too expensive. Maybe I should wait.
Or, I really want this phone, but I need to save money. What should I do?
Both are good at English thinking.
This is real practical thinking.
The kind you use in daily life.
Exactly. Now let's talk about how to practice this skill more.
Yes, daily practice tips.
First tip, start with 5 minutes a day.
Just 5 minutes.
Yes, don't overwhelm yourself
5 minutes of thinking in English.
while making breakfast
Or during your commute.
or before bed.
Consistency matters more than duration.
Exactly. Second tip, use English for your to-do lists.
In your mind or on paper.
Both. Write your tasks in English.
Buy milk, call mom, clean room.
Simple task lists in English.
This makes English part of your organization.
Yes. Third tip, think about your feelings in English.
Emotions?
Yes. When you feel something, name it in English.
I feel happy. I feel tired. I feel nervous.
Connecting emotions with English words.
This deepens your English thinking.
Absolutely. Fourth tip, practice with a journal.
Writing thoughts in English?
Yes, keep a simple English journal
Just a few sentences each day.
about your day, your thoughts, your feelings,
Writing helps thinking,
because writing is slower than thinking.
so it trains your brain.
Exactly. Now let's address something important.
What's that?
What if you can't think of an English word?
Oh, this happens all the time.
Yes, what should you do?
First option, use a simpler word.
Can you give an example?
Sure, if you can't think of exhausted, use very tired.
If you can't think of delicious, use very good.
Simpler words work fine.
What's the second option?
Describe the word.
How?
If you can't think of refrigerator, think the cold box for food.
Oh, you describe it instead.
Yes, this also develops your English.
What's the third option?
Later, look up the word and learn it.
So you fill that gap in your vocabulary.
Exactly. Next time you'll know it.
This is how vocabulary grows,
Through real needs.
not just memorization.
Exactly. Now let's do one more big thinking exercise.
This will be fun.
Yes, I call it the morning routine challenge.
Tell us about it.
Listeners, I want you to think about your morning routine.
From waking up to leaving home,
Yes, and describe it in your mind in English.
complete thoughts.
Let's do it together as an example.
Good idea. I'll start.
Go ahead.
In my mind, I think I wake up at 7 a.m., I turn off my alarm, I get out of bed.
Good, I'll continue. I go to the bathroom, I wash my face, I brush my teeth.
My turn. I go to the kitchen, I make coffee, I drink my coffee.
Perfect. I get dressed, I check my phone, I get ready to leave.
Excellent. See how we're thinking step by step in English.
Yes, this is practical thinking.
Listeners, now you try.
Think about your morning in English.
Don't worry about perfect grammar.
Just clear, simple thoughts.
This is how thinking in English develops.
Through practice with real life situations.
Exactly. Now, let's discuss progress. How do you know if you're improving?
Great question. What are the signs?
First sign, English words pop into your head naturally.
Without trying?
Yes, you're walking and suddenly you think tree when you see a tree.
That's automatic English thinking.
Exactly. What's the second sign?
Second sign, you dream in English sometimes.
Really? Dreams?
Yes. When English enters your dreams, it means it's becoming part of your mind.
That's advanced.
Yes, it doesn't happen immediately.
But it's a great sign when it does.
Absolutely. What's the third sign?
Third sign, you catch yourself thinking in English accidentally.
Accidentally?
Yes, you're not practicing, but suddenly you realize you're thinking in English.
That means it's becoming a habit.
Exactly. These signs show progress.
Real, meaningful progress.
Yes, now should we start wrapping up?
Yes, let's summarize what we learned.
Okay, today we learned about thinking in English.
We explained what it means, forming thoughts directly in English.
Not translating from your native language.
We gave 6 practical exercises.
Name objects, describe actions, ask self-questions, plan your day, count in English, express needs.
All simple but powerful.
We discussed why thinking in English is important.
It makes speaking faster, more fluent, more natural.
We talked about challenges and how to overcome them.
And we practiced together with examples.
The key message is start small and practice daily.
Even 5 minutes makes a difference.
Over time, English thinking becomes automatic.
And that's when you become truly fluent.
Exactly. Now let's encourage our listeners one more time.
Yes, dear friends, you can do this.
Thinking in English might feel strange at first.
Your brain will resist,
It's comfortable with your native language.
but don't give up.
Push through that discomfort,
Practice every day.
even just 5 minutes.
Name objects in English.
Describe your actions
Ask yourself questions,
and answer them.
all in English.
Your brain will adapt,
It might take weeks or months.
but it will happen. And one day you'll realize you're thinking in English naturally.
That day will be amazing.
So start today.
Right after this podcast,
Look around your room and name 5 objects in English.
out loud or in your mind.
Just do it.
That's your first step.
And tomorrow do it again.
And the next day,
Build the habit.
and watch your English transform.
Now we have our important request.
Yes, please subscribe to our channel.
If this episode helped you understand thinking in English, if you're going to practice these exercises, please subscribe to Slow English Learning,
It's free and takes just a second.
and it helps us so much.
You'll get notifications about new episodes.
We create content every week,
Always simple and beginner friendly.
always encouraging and practical.
So please subscribe.
And leave a comment.
Tell us, which exercise will you try first?
Do you already sometimes think in English?
What's the hardest part for you?
We read every comment.
And we love hearing from you.
Your feedback helps us create better episodes.
So please share your thoughts.
Now, our final messages.
Yes, to everyone listening,
You are brave for learning English.
you are smart for trying to think in English.
This is advanced learning,
Most learners don't know about this skill.
but you do now.
So use it.
Practice it.
Make it part of your daily life.
And remember, there's no right or wrong way to think.
Your thoughts are yours.
Nobody can judge them.
So think freely in English.
Make mistakes in your mind.
Nobody will know.
It's the safest practice space.
Your own mind.
So use it
Practice boldly.
and watch yourself grow.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you for being part of our community.
Thank you for working on your English.
We're so proud of you.
Keep going.
Keep practicing.
Keep thinking in English.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, wonderful learners.
And don't forget to subscribe.
Yes, subscribe to Slow English Learning.